The infrastructure carbon review is about leadership. It's about embedding, I suppose, a way of thinking into procurement. What's government doing to embrace infrastructure carbon review?
Well, first of all, it stems from BIS, which wrote the 2025 document about the industry. So it's hardwired into that. And then in this government construction strategy, we've also written about how we will embrace it and how we will develop it across all of the departments.
Are you making it something that has to happen, or is it just an advisory?
No, it has to. I mean, it has to happen. It's part of the manifesto commitments, and also it makes sense because it will drive savings. We're still going on the thing that reduced carbon means reduced costs.
Right. Yeah. And do you think that that the industry really understands this message sufficiently about reducing carbon, reducing costs?
I think the large companies do. I think, as with most, it's taking some time to get around the supply chain, and it will require some reinforcement, some good stories to be told, and people need to evangelise around the agenda, which is what we're doing here today, and what the 2-year strategy does. And the whole thing is, the more stories we tell, the more people see that, the more they'll get it. But it will take time. Like it's a behavioural change programme, and it will take time.
Because certainly what we heard today from the minister is that the industry needs to think in terms of changing its behaviours, changing the way it actually goes about delivering. For you, reducing carbon is central to this?
Yeah, I think it's one of the steps along the line, along with digitisation, and also with the use of off-site manufacture and modular, and looking at, and carbon plays a big role in this because it's about energy costs, it's about embedded carbon, it's about reducing the cost in the whole life of an asset. Yeah. So I think it is one of the central tenets, and therefore that's why it is in the government construction strategy.
And this move to a whole life value, to TOTEX, that's something which I suppose has got to happen really for government. It's got to happen to actually drive the low carbon agenda.
And I think we're starting to make those movements. We have a pipeline now where we look at the pipeline of work, because you need, in order to be able to do these initiatives, you have to be able to see that it's not just a one-off. We're seeing that 5-year cycles rather than the 1-year cycle is doing that, allowing autonomy to places like Highways England, setting up projects again as a single thing with the whole life, so responsible for the whole life costing, means that we're getting there.
Finally, advice to the industry in terms of getting involved and embracing this agenda for low carbon?
I think the whole thing is what it's always been, which is low carbon means low cost.
Yeah. Thank you very much, David.
Thank you.